Greetings in the name of King Jesus. Welcome to the Kingdom Cultural Center. I'm back now, and we're going to turn back to Revelation, 12th chapter, and the 7th verse. And in my last session, I talked about the prince of the air. That was the deceiver, Satan. Some may know him as Lucifer, some may know him as the devil, but that name is used interchangeably in God's Constitution. By the way, you may find on my website, I wish many of you would go on the website, if you want to know more, in essence, about kingdom government, I advise you to go to our website. And if you listen to this, the website is on the front of the YouTube, and it's right on front, matter of fact, on the website. So you can go there and view it for yourself. And any of you, and I appreciate some of the questions that some of you have written in and asked. And I trust that I have answered them in a manner that you could understand and you can relate. All right, now, let us go on to Revelation 12 and 7. Go back to that. And now we'll talk about, this is dealing with Satan being thrown out of heaven. And a war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels fought with the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought, but they did not prevail, nor was there a place found for them in heaven any longer. In other words, since they overthrown and disobedient, they couldn't stay there. They had to go. Okay, so 9th verse. So the great dragon was cast out, that serpent, old of old, called the devil and Satan, who deceived the whole world. He was cast to the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. I want you to understand something before we go any further. He was cast to the earth. But when he came down here, he didn't hang on the earth. He stayed in the earth, but in the atmosphere, in the air. That's why he's called the prince, the power of the prince of the air. That's why. In the airwaves, I'm going to tell you something about media. Media is very important. Matter of fact, my stepson and I, we're going to be later on down the road. I've always, until I come to the fullness of what I'm thinking, he's in that field. And I'm trusting the Lord's going to bless us with the finance, which I know he will, to put it out there. Because when you talk about media, you're talking about control. Believe it or not, the media control the air, country. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Media can convince you of many things, and many people don't study to know what's right and what's wrong. They listen to the media. The media sways. They can, I wrote some notes here because I had to keep my mind focused. But media can cause you to make something look like a lie when it wasn't. And it also can make you look like it can, and break down the integrity of the message. The media. Oh yeah. Person in between. It's just like when you're speaking in an audience and you speak Polish and the audience is Spanish, and you're trying to convey, there's a medium. There's an individual there who's interpreting what's being said. Now you're subject to this individual. Why? Because you don't understand him speaking Spanish to the congregation, and you have an audience of about 10,000, and he's translating from Polish to Spanish. So you're at the subject, you're at the mercy, hoping that this interpreter is relating the message as you're giving it to them. That's how powerful media is. So that's why you may find people, the media, the news media, the radio waves, and it's amazing because of the radio waves now, you're seeing me and you're hearing me. That's powerful. And for those of you who don't say you don't believe in God, how can you not believe in God yet you believe this? I'm sitting here in my office and you're there and you're trying to and you're comprehending what I say in regard to my speaking to you on kingdom government. That's powerful. That's what you call media. They have a number of these names for YouTube, but it's media. You know, let me keep on reading. I get so excited so much about what comes in my head and what the word that I don't want you to miss out. That's why I'm being a little redundant. Go back over something. I'm going over it. Now, in the 10th verse, he goes on to read. Those are for the devil lost. Then I heard, this is John speaking. God was giving John this revelation. And this had already transpired, by the way. That's why the devil is the prince, the power of the air. He influenced. There's no power here on the earth. It's in the air. Listen to the music. Go back from the rock and roll era to the present time. It's influencing. Let me give you a little about that. It's influencing. There was a time when they wouldn't, on television, on the internet, before the internet was out, they wouldn't have a woman with a bra and panties. They wouldn't have a bikini suit on television. Everything was about conservatism, about morality. But now, since the world has been influenced through the internet, through the media, television, it has influenced kids. You want to know why kids are killing their parents and murders are happening so often? Is because the process was started back when and influenced the mind. That's why the home, a family, is very important, but not just to have a father and a mother in that home, but the father and the mother are teaching and instructing them, their parents, in the way of kingdom leadership and kingdom guidance and kingdom principles and kingdom laws. But we have labeled it as religious laws. We have given it another name, Christianity, which we took back from Antioch. People gave them that name. And it has tagged so far that they gave it a religious connotation. And it has nothing to do with that. Church is a legal word. It's a political word. So listen, the devil knew what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing. He knew how to influence, because his days are numbered. Oh, we're going to go and leave on that. Let us go a little further. Then I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ have come. For the accuser of our brethren, who accused them before our God day and night, has been cast down. Now, I hope you got what was being said here. And the next 30 seconds, I'll have to maybe stop this and continue on to the next session, but I want you to understand. The accuser of the people of God, the children of God. The accuser. That's what the devil was doing day and night, right here in the word. Now, he goes on to say, I'm going to say it again. Now the salvation and strength and the kingdom of God and the power of his Christ have come. For the accuser of our brethren, who accused them before our God day and night has been cast down. That's what the devil is doing. Always up in God's face, telling him, see, they ain't no good, they ain't this and that, giving them all the negative. You have anybody, by the way, like that around you? Always saying negative stuff about you? Cut them loose like a bad habit. Hey, I gotta go now. But in the next session, we're going to continue this.